Roger Marshall. Senator, good morning.
Good morning, Cheryl. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So update us on these negotiations. In particular, where are we? What is the priority going to be when everyone gets back to work?
Well, the priority is to secure the border. It's the border, it's the border, it's the border. That's been our priority for months, is to whatever mechanism we can use to secure the border. But unfortunately, Joe Biden has yet to say anything that he really is serious about securing the border. Have you heard Joe Biden acknowledge that there's a humanitarian crisis at the border? There's a national security crisis at the border? He's not. And what I've always said is I don't negotiate with people that don't even have the same goal as I do. So I'm not convinced that Joe Biden's goal is to secure the border. It's actually just the opposite. Think about what he's done to actually enable. This has been a very well thought out process of Joe Biden to have these 10 million people cross the border illegally under his watch. So I don't expect these negotiations to go anywhere because Joe Biden doesn't want them to go anywhere.
Right. Well, he wants funding and the administration wants funding, and that's part of the overall package request from the administration. But it looks like that money is going to go to more lawyers. So you can just keep processing the migrants. House Homeland Security, this committee announced it's going to have its first impeachment hearing into Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas next week. So Mayorkas was trying to push some of the blame for the migrant crisis on to Governor Abbott in Texas. He called him out for busing the migrants up to the sanctuary cities. Here's what he said.
We have one governor in the state of Texas who is refusing to cooperate with other governors and other local officials and coordinate efforts to address a challenge that our country, which this country should stand united to address, that our country is facing. And it's a remarkable failure of governance to refuse to cooperate with one's fellow local and state officials.
All right, Senator, real quick, I just want to jump in. We did have some breaking news on ADP. I got to get this out to our viewers. 164,000 jobs added in December. To be clear here, that's way above the estimate of 115K. That's a market story. Had to get that into our viewers. We'll get back to that in a moment. But I do want to go back to those comments from Mayorkas and get your reaction to that. And then also I want to hear what you would like to see come out of the impeachment inquiry into Mayorkas.
Right. Well, God bless Governor Abbott and God bless Texas for trying to do the job the federal government should be doing. In psychology, we call that projection, that Secretary Mayorkas is projecting what his faults are. Look, Governor Abbott took an oath to protect the people of Texas, and he's doing everything that he can. It's amazing to me what this White House has done, though, to actually propagate, to make the situation work. They fought against Texas in regards to the water buoys. They're fighting against Texas on the razor wire. The president ignored the Supreme Court's ruling on Title 42, and now they're fighting Texas in regards to Texas being able to apprehend these illegal immigrants as well. So that's projection. This issue rests on the back of Joe Biden. It's his policies that have created the situation. As far as the impeachment goes, look, I have 1.7 million reasons why Mayorkas should be impeached. That's the 1.7 million gotaways. Look, the American public is demanding this. The secretary has broken his oath of office to protect us from enemies, domestic and foreign, and beyond that, he's derelict in his duties in the sense that he's not enforced the law of the land. Americans demand accountability. That's why Secretary Mayorkas is going to be impeached, and I look forward to that process.
All right. Well, Fox does keep continuing to ask the administration pointed questions about what is happening at the border. Fox News White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich grilled the Biden administration yesterday on what they're doing to fix the crisis as these cities across the country face an unprecedented surge of these migrants. Watch this exchange. I want to get your reaction.
You have, Democrats calling on the administration to do more. You had the mayor of Denver today saying that Denver has become the highest city per capita for migrant recipients in the country. You've had mayors in New York and Chicago begging for more federal help, saying that the administration is not answering them. And then you have Texas saying that they've had to take measures into their own hands because the administration isn't enforcing existing laws on the books. What is the administration doing right now to actually improve the crisis at the border?
We have House Republicans that's literally blocking the president's effort to do something. That's what they're doing. They're playing political games. They're doing political stunts.
Okay, Senator, I guess it's you and your colleagues' fault.
Right. So there's spin, there's lies, and there's damn lies. And this is another damn lie out of the White House. Look, she talks about there's being ebbs and flows of immigration. This is no ebb and flow. This is a tsunami that's happening at the southern border. Under President Trump, we averaged 51,000 encounters per month. December, a record-setting month, 300,000 encounters. That doesn't include probably another 100,000 gotaways. This is a tsunami. This problem rests on the back of Joe Biden. And again, he's pushing this issue. He wants this insurgent, this invasion that's going on. Joe Biden is making this happen. This is very purposeful. This problem rests on the backs of Joe Biden, and that's why we need to have a new president. We need to get Donald Trump back into office. We need to be Trump tough, as Larry likes to talk about as well. We need Trump policies on the border. Simple policy changes will solve this problem.
Real quick before you go, Kayla McGee-White's on set. She's got a quick question for you, Senator.
Senator, the Biden administration's refusal to provide an alternative is really an important factor here because, you know, I think about what Mayorkas is saying about Abbott busing migrants up to sanctuary cities and how apparently that should not be allowed. What is the alternative, though? Where does the Biden administration want these migrants to go? Should Texas and Arizona just be expected to house millions of them?
Well, look, I think this is part of the smokescreen, the fog that they're trying to put out there. They don't have a plan. Again, it's just the opposite. Joe Biden wants these 10 million people to come into our country. He thinks that they're going to vote for him someday. He's spending $500 billion a year taking care of them. He needs to turn off the signal. He has the bat signal out telling everybody, come to America. You're going to get free health care, free education. We're going to give you everything that you ever dreamed of. So his policies of what created this problem, he needs to turn off the Biden siren that's causing this.
Senator Roger Marshall, always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back, everybody.